masterclassleadership.org.
Good morning. Seeing that I will speak in English, I will try to be short, just to give an idea. You probably know that Benedictine monks are following a rule. Western monks are following the rule of Saint Benedict, and this rule has been used many times for leadership and management. To speak of rule means, first of all, to speak of discipline. And I will focus on this, especially on the relationship between discipline and freedom. A leader must indeed instill discipline and the will to align to a common goal. But a leader must also grant freedom, because without freedom, there is no creativity, there is not self-motivation, there is no possibility of cooperation. So discipline and freedom go together. They are two aspects of a unique reality. Discipline creates the environment in which freedom can become useful and can arrive to a certain creativity that is really creativity in the sense that is doing something that is doing well to everybody, that is revealing as useful for everybody. Everybody needs so discipline and freedom to give our best for channeling the energy in the right direction. We need discipline and freedom for focusing our energy, our attention in the right direction. And monks are doing this also. Our life is governed, for example, by the rule, by a discipline that is organizing our time in every aspect. But the final goal of all this is to give us the possibility to realize our life, what we want at most to reach the experience of God in our case. In other cases, other goals. But what is important is that you have to combine the same if you want to reach this goal. And young generation are formed in the idea that they have to cultivate, first of all, this discipline, and that they have to think that it will be necessary the entire life to acquire the skill to operate in a way that they can reach alone, hopefully, the goal, the planned goal of our life. This is something important, that this external discipline has to move inside, has to be internalized in us. Only in this way we are capable to see the steps necessary to reach the proposed goal, but also to implement them. To stay inside the monastic life, Saint Bernard was saying, or was speaking of a triad of discipline, nature, and grace. He wanted to say that we have to start from discipline, an external discipline. We have to move from us to outside, to make something external, to adhere to something external. But then we have to internalize this discipline to the point that it becomes our second nature. Only at this point we could create something new. Only at this point we will use usefully our freedom. We will become innovative. I can give you a practical example of this, passing from theory to experience, my personal experience. I had a monk in my monastery that felt himself very creative. He was always creative in every field, innovative in every field. And he felt the discipline, the rule, as a limitation to his freedom. Following the impulses of his creativity, he was publishing many videos on YouTube, on different fields, usually spirituality. But one day, he published a video on quantum mechanics. You have to know that before entering the monastery, I studied and I worked just in that field, in nuclear physics. So I watched immediately the movie. Obviously, it was full of nonsense. I called him and I asked explanation. What is all this? After a brief discussion, he told me, okay, you can be right, but that was my quantum mechanics. Oh, good, I said. Before doing your own quantum mechanics, I told you, you have first to enroll in a faculty of physics, to get a PhD in nuclear physics. Then maybe, if you internalize this external discipline to the point to be really creative, you maybe, we hope, you could tell us a new quantum mechanics. Before that, no. So the moral, the meaning of this story is very easy. You have to start from discipline. You have to internalize this discipline. And only in this point, everybody of us can be really creative and innovative, not before. Thank you.
Masterclass Leadership.